Modular Mod 1 over-ear wireless headphones. The headphone game is changing, and dozens of companies are building what they think is the next generation of top-tier headphones. Many of them are turning to crowdfunding, and it makes sense. Not all ideas are born inside a major company. The latest of these is Modular, which recently launched the Modular Mod 1 headphones. The headphones are still being funded on Indiegogo, and considering they've been fully funded already, we assume they'll be available on other channels soon too. But should you invest on Indiegogo? Or buy them elsewhere if and when they're available? We put them to the test to find out. The first thing to notice about the Modular Mod 1 headphones is their design, and it's a little lackluster. We were first struck by how light the headphones are, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but in some situations, including in this case, that seems to translate into a slightly lower build quality. Now, don't take to mean that these headphones will break easily. They won't. But the hinges feel a little flimsy, the plastic a little weak, and the headphones overall could be more solid. On the left ear cup, you'll find a power switch, which also changes mode between Bluetooth and FM radio as well, micro support for charging, and an O port, as well as a slightly hidden microSD card slot. On the right ear cup you'll get on-ear controls, like volume controls, phone controls, and play, pause. The controls take a few minutes to get used to, but once you do they're pretty easy to use. We wish the controls were touch sensitive rather than actual buttons embedded in the ear cup. Pressing them is a little awkward and pushes the entire ear cup into the side of your head, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. The biggest issue here was that the controls didn't seem to work the way they should. When the slider was in the off position, the headphones switched on and connected to my computer, causing the computer to stop playing audio back through my speakers and redirect it to the headphones. Not only was that annoying, but it just shouldn't happen, and it highlights the poor build quality under the hood. In the box, you'll get the headphones themselves, along with a microSD cable for charging and an O cable. We would have liked a carry bag or case of some kind, but alas one was not included. In general, the overall design of the headphones needs a little work. The headphones don't feel premium or strong, which was a little frustrating to see. In the end, a great sound quality can make or break a pair of headphones, and while the design and comfort level of these headphones leaves a little to be desired, thankfully they sound pretty good. Now, these headphones aren't built to sound overly natural. The bass here is quite obviously boosted, and kick drums on songs like Katy Perry's California Girls is heavy and pounding. That's a good thing for some. Those that like some extra bass will be more than happy with the bass on offer here. The mid-range is a little squeak, which was expected. The low mids aren't overly warm or heavy, but they are there, and while the high mids are present enough to give vocals and guitars a nice presence. Speaking of presence, the highs on the Modular Mod 1 headphones are pretty pronounced, which is a good thing. That's not something you always find on cheaper headphones. It helps make things like cymbals and percussion really shine. Perhaps the only downside here is that the high-end can get a little much on songs that already have a lot of highs. There's one thing we need to address from the Modular Mod 1 Indiegogo campaign. According to the campaign page, the earpads offer good noise isolation, and that's simply not true. Outside noise is easily hearable through the ear cups, and there's little to no noise isolation whatsoever. That's not to say it's a huge deal, it's not. But claiming they offer good isolation is simply incorrect. Still, apart from that, the sound quality on these headphones was pretty good. Sure, it's not amazing, and it's certainly not natural, but as far as decent sounding headphones go, these do alright.